Hi everyone, Dr. Nick here, family chiropractor. Today's video, I will be talking to you about a particular postural problem called the military neck, where the neck from the side is very straight. Now, you might think that that's a good thing because when you think of the military people, they're very upright and you sort of think that's good, proper posture. And as a general rule, it is. But what military neck means is that we've lost that normal curve of the neck, which we talked about in the first video of normal posture. Now we would have that normal C curve through the neck. So with the military neck, it's straightened right up. And what that means is you've lost the springiness that curve was supposed to provide to your spine and to your neck. And so when you lose that springiness, what does that mean? It means other things have got to pick up the slack. That means your muscles through the neck and shoulders, they got to work a lot harder to help absorb the shock and the weight of your head on your shoulders. As you're running, as you're walking, as you're doing those kinds of things, you'll find that you're just constantly rock hard, heavy. You'll feel by the end of the day your neck and head, your head feels heavy on your shoulders. It's something I hear a lot from people. Now the other thing that can happen over time is the space between the bones, which are discs or shock absorbers. They are under a lot more load, especially at the bottom of the stack of your neck, so around C5, C6. As a general rule, a lot more compressed. They're having to take up a lot more of the compression because the curve's not there, like mentioned before, to absorb the shock gradually throughout each level. So that means increased likelihood of developing some osteoarthritis, degeneration, or wear and tear, all words that mean the same thing. Now, one other thing I want to mention to you is when you lose the curve of your neck from this to that, the other thing that happens is it puts stress on your nervous system and on the dural aspect of your nervous system in particular. But what happens is your spinal cord's in this curve like that. It's got some slack in the system. And when I do that, it's stretched. There's some strain in that spinal cord. And so what that means is anywhere along the line down the spine, if there's any areas that aren't moving quite as well as they should, those areas might feel worse than what they actually are because of the problems higher up. There's interestingly even some research to show that improving the curve of the neck has reduced problems such as sciatica coming out of the lower back, which makes perfect sense because sciatica is stress and strain on the nerves coming out of the lower back. And what we've done here is if it's straight, is we've put some slack into the spinal cord so it can handle the strain and the stress in that lower back a bit more. So yeah, quite interesting stuff. Anyways, that's a summary about military neck and what its consequences are.